Mood Swing the podcast. You know it's popping like a loud blast. Mood Swing the podcast. You know it's popping like a loud blast. Yeah. Who's ranking radio? We be on this and that, talking about this and that. Waking up just to get to a bag. We live in Seattle. Y'all know where we'll be at. I'm trying to change the color of your mood ring. This a mood swing. This a mood thing. Y'all know how we do things. Mood Swing the podcast. And we pop like a loud blast.
Mic checker 1 2 1 2. Swing one in the building. This is another episode of Mood Swing the podcast. I got a very special guest in the building. Before we get started, man, I want to see how y'all doing out there. How y'all doing? Two of y'all. Pull up. I got my homeboy in the building all the way from the other side of the world. I ain't going to tell you where he's at. I'm going to let him tell you yourself. But with no further ado, y'all put your hands together right now for my man, y'all, Rodney Perry. Did y'all hear what I said? I said put your hands together for Rodney Perry. God damn it. Ain't no time.
What's up, Swing?
Uncle Rodney! Hey, we're a little early, man. I changed times for you. I don't care. You my guy right there, man.
Hey, I was like, let's go now, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. Ain't no time like the present. And I really got to give it to you for that socks hat, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to let me borrow that. How you been, baby?
You know, I'm from the south side of Chicago. So you
Come on, man. Me too. Me too. Hello. It's good to have you, man. I ain't seen you in person in a while.
It's been a while, Swing, but I see you still doing it, man. And the thing about it, you know, in this game, you just got to keep going.
Man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. And I was telling somebody a long time ago, somebody asked me, man, what comedian that you know dropped the best gems? And I had to say, man, off top, man, my man Rodney Perry from the get-go was like, Swing, look. You and my girl Big Liz. I was running around. She don't even remember me now, but that's cool. That's all right, Big Liz.
Hilarious. She don't remember me either.
I say hi to her live. She's like, nigga, who is you? Nobody. Shit.
Right. Hilarious. Hey, I know who you are, man. You're a legend.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. And I really appreciate what you did for me when my house burned down, man. That was dope, bro. You know what I'm saying? I shed a tear for that. I ain't gonna front.
We go through some traumatic stuff as comics, man, and you know,
yes,
when one of our brothers go through something, the least you can do is help a little bit.
Man, come on, man. Talk about. But let's get into this comedy shit, man. First of all, and I ain't just saying that because you on here. You one of my favorite comedians, bro. Like, I'm gonna just say that first. You, my guy, Corey Holcomb and Michael Coyer, man. I fuck with y'all.
Oh wow.
Man, I fuck with y'all.
Three of the most different three people in the world. Yeah.
Man, listen, I used to watch Michael Coyer, man, and he's really the person I watched that made me get off my ass and get on stage. He was one of the, I could do this. I could talk this shit like him. Because, we grew up talking shit, especially in Chicago. Yeah. But you ever watch a nigga play spades?
Of course.
Oh, that's what it reminded me of. And I was like, so I'm gonna get into it, man. What made you want to do comedy out of all the stuff you could have did in your life? What made you say, you know what, this is for me?
I mean, that's a great question, Swing, man. I didn't know it was a job, first of all.
Right.
I just knew I needed to be funny.
Yes, sir.
And so I saw Eddie Murphy, man, on Saturday Night Live, and that made me go. That I didn't know it was a job, but I knew that was me. That's what I was.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I saw him, I was like, oh, that's whatever he's doing, that's what I want to do.
Yes, sir. That's dope. And so was that your influences, like Eddie Murphy?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Early Rodney Perry is Eddie Murphy. If
Come
you would
on.
have met me, you would have slapped me in the face.
You know what I thought about? I don't mean to bring this up. Well, yes, I do. I thought about the one time. I don't remember it might have been Pete's Flying Aces, and you was doing the one joke when you was clotheslining somebody, and I think you might have hit your head on a mic or something.
I hit my eye.
Yeah, you hit your eye.
I hit my eye, and so I had to try to start the bleeding and finish the set. So
right,
that's back in the day when I used to come to Seattle for what's his name?
Tibbs. Yes. Man, I think that's when I was like, man, Rodney Perry's dope. Man, you hit your head bleeding, didn't crack. I'm gonna keep telling jokes. Give me something from my head so I can get through. Right. I was like, God.
Hey, the show must go on, bro. The show must
go
on.
Bro, you ain't lying. I did the what's my guy's name? They used to run comedy. Bob something.
Bob Sumner.
Bob Sumner came up here and did the little auditions for the Def Jam, and my mic cut off in the middle of my set. I'm up there saying my shit, and all of a sudden I'm like this, and I thought about you, and you hit your head, and I dropped that mic and started yelling, "I don't need no mic in this month." Right?
And the audience go crazy when that happens, stuff like that.
They did.
They did. Gonna do under adversity.
Right. I felt like this was my chance to be great, and I took it, and I rode that wave, man. So,
and that's what I always say: careers are made in moments, not long sets.
Yes, sir.
How you deal with moments is going to be your test of your tail of the tape.
Absolutely. And one thing you said to me that always stuck with me, man. Like, and this was years ago when we was in LA, and you told me, just because another cat make it, don't make you less of a comedian. And I've ran with that. And I was like, wow. Damn, that was the gym. Like, you remember saying that?
Gym right there. I don't remember you saying that.
Ooh, you said it. Hey, I think we was in your Ford Explorer or something like that. It was a little truck. And you said, and I was like, man, see, all my partners is blowing up around me. And you was like, look, man, just because another nigga blow up don't make you less of a comedian. That's just his time.
That nigga just got lucky.
Right. I was like, man, that's deep. So now.
You think right now, it's not 100 dudes in the world better than you.
It's not. Facts.
It's just not.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, that's including Kevin Hart, including Dave Chappelle. I mean, it ain't 50 niggas in the world better than Rodney Perry.
It's not.
And I'm cold, so you know it's okay.
I'm cold. I know that's right. I
just maybe didn't get the break, whatever the break was at that moment. But I'm good at this profession.
Definitely. Come on, man. I've seen you in Johnson's Family Reunion. I've seen you in Coming to America. Damn, you know what I'm saying? And
oh yeah. Well. What I learned early is if all the comics that was actually actors was also good comedians. And
you
so
said something.
I mean, my longevity in the game has been the acting stuff, the Johnson Family Vacation, the Medea's Big Happy Family, the Coming to America. Every decade I've got like a new movie to keep and stay relevant.
Yes, sir.
And so that helps.
And it's always a pleasure to like be able to say, damn, that's my partner, a cat that you see on TV and that you seen come up in the game before you was even doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I can still call you on the phone and be like, man, Rodney, what's happening, man? I was just calling. You know what I'm saying? That feel good to like, and like when I first got you, a lot of people hit me and was like, oh, I see you got, Rodney Perry, man. Yeah, that's a good dude, man. How'd you get a hold of him? I'm like, that's my partner.
My God.
Yeah, I didn't just call him and be like, oh, excuse me, sir. Could you be on my show? Matter of fact, you was one of my first guests when I started podcasting like 15 years ago. You remember that?
I do.
When I was doing it over the phone. Damn. Look at God.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Hey, you was really ahead of a lot of the power curves, man. And to see you still doing this is nothing short of amazing. Like I love this platform. I love StreamYard. I use StreamYard myself. So I think this is the future, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. You so you are you still doing your show on Instagram?
Yeah, I still put it up. I'm on hiatus right now. I'm about to bring back another incarnation of it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was on your heels during COVID. Man, that shit was amazing. Matter of fact, you had one of my homeboys on there when you was doing like the open mic during COVID.
Yeah.
Armani
Hey, a lot of
Jones.
guys, that was their first time getting a set.
Absolutely. I thought that shit was dope. My boy Armani Jones was on there. He was the one that said, he said, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan, like Floyd, but I could read. Remember? he's in Atlanta right now. He's doing some shit in Atlanta.
I know Armani. I like Armani. I didn't remember him from that, but
Yeah.
I like him. I like his comedy. He tickles.
Yeah, that's my guy. He showed up like a few years ago and was doing his thing and then just moved, and now he's blazing. I'm like, man, do you, baby? I love it.
He's doing good in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. So, okay, so you said Eddie Murphy was one of your influence. Who else was in your early years?
I guess Richard Pryor.
Yes, sir.
You know,
absolutely.
I listen to everything. I've listened to everything Richard Pryor ever said.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But rest in peace, Paul Mooney too. Shit.
Yeah, shouts out to the great Paul Mooney. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So if let's talk about like first time. You remember back your first times on stage?
Vaguely.
Yeah,
but what you want to know?
I just want to know that feeling you had. Like my first time on stage, I was scared to death. You know what I'm saying? Some people say I just got up there and did my thing. I can't lie, I was scared to death. Like I don't think I was stupid enough to be scared. Like I didn't know the gravity of what I was getting into. Right.
I wasn't smart enough to know to be afraid.
Yeah.
You know, I was just going for it. I started going up before I understood the magnitude of being a comedian.
Likewise.
And so I just was an idiot. I should have been scared, but I was too stupid.
That's funny because I was so scared, bro. I decided I was gonna get drunk to calm my nerves. That was the dumbest thing I could have did. Because
I couldn't think of no jokes when I was drunk. I tried to get drunk, and I was like, I can't think of nothing.
I think I did good only because like I didn't even tell nobody. Like, you know how people be excited, they tell I'm about to have a show. I didn't even say nothing. I just walked in there and just got on stage. So I think it was more the shock factor, but I was scared to death. How you feel about the state of comedy now, like for the internet comedians?
I'm not mad at them, man. You know.
Okay.
Like this is the thing about the internet. The internet is just a new way to get famous.
Facts. What up, guy? I see you, boy.
The comedy is the comedy.
Yeah.
The comedy ain't changed. Like, you still got to be funny in front of live people. You still got to be funny on stage. You still got to be, you know. So the internet, like when I was coming up, we didn't have the power to do things on our own. Right. Now you can do a podcast on your own. You can pick up your phone and start recording.
Make a movie.
Find the world. The world is literally at your fingertips.
Yes, sir.
And you couldn't do that 20 years ago.
That's true. And you know, I think I love the internet comedians, but sometimes when it comes to like getting on stage, they I don't think they know how it's harder than you think. Like when you think I'm about to get on stage,
but everybody that's a comedian don't know either.
Right.
You know, like just because it's niggas that's been doing it 20 years and still don't get it. You know, so I don't. It's really not a lot of internet comedians. It's only a handful.
But yeah, they're transitioning though. They're internet. Then they get on stage and now they got wind beneath their feet. Yeah, that's true.
You know, so I don't get mad at them, man. I want to see a guy win, man. Do your best. If you keep telling jokes, people gonna start fucking with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Just get better.
Yeah.
You know. Imagine if when you was open micer that you had 20,000 followers.
Right.
That would come see you live.
Already. Your first time.
That would have made you get better faster.
Damn, I never thought about it like that. You're right. Yeah, that's dope. That's kind of like how the OG rappers, right? They be mad at the new rappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to remember, we was the new rappers too. You know what I'm saying? They used to look at us like
rappers too. Said the entertainer said they looked at him the same way.
Right.
He came in the game doing stuff nobody had ever seen. He was using music. He was doing stuff, and then that became like a regular part of comedy. People used it. People did stuff. So, you know, every era creates like new people to get to the bag differently.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me come to like you've been doing comedy for how long, right?
30 years.
30 years. Damn. Old as my baby. So 30 years in the game, how do you manage to stay relevant after 30 years? Because like, who the fuck don't know Rodney? You know what I'm saying?
Mean, the relevancy is movies and TV, right? That keep you in a collective consciousness. Like people see in a movie, they ain't even got to see you say nothing, but they see you in it. They be like,
Right.
"Oh, that's old boy. That's old boy, man. I saw him live. I saw him in Baltimore 10 years ago. That dude's still funny." And so that helps. Having a great act helps.
Mm-hmm.
And treating people right, man.
Yes, sir.
I think that's part of it. You and don't get me wrong, you can make it as an asshole, but people don't want to help you when you're an asshole.
Facts. That's true.
Yeah.
Be humble. So shout out to Nikki Scarfo. What's up? I see you. She said, ask him how he feel about his new social media stuff. Whose new social media stuff? His?
So she might be talking about. So I've had a couple of things go viral.
Okay.
My chocolate sundae set is now at 100,000 views
on damn.
The website.
That was just in a couple of days.
Yeah, it went in like 3 days. It went crazy, and you know, I mean, everybody wants to be appreciated.
Yes, sir.
So whether it's the internet or a live audience, it's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
And so, I did To Hear More's Peer podcast, and I said something on there that went crazy.
Yeah,
so you just never know what it's gonna be.
Say that. So how do you balance like 30 years in the game? That's like you've been pretty much a full-time comic for a while, right?
I started full-time 1998.
Damn.
Well, I was kind of almost full-time. In 1998, I got out the Navy and started pursuing my comedy career. So 1998 to the day, whatever they have many years that is.
And you know how many comics that do it part-time want to do it like that, but won't because they scared because people's job is their security, like that them get benefits and shit. How do you balance that? Like life and family?
Well, I think this, I think not to get spiritual, but I think God requires us to trust him.
Facts.
Right. So whatever your life's endeavor is, you got to just trust God.
Yes, sir.
And that means sometimes you got to operate without a net. Your job is your safety net. So I'm not saying quit. I'm saying get fired.
Yeah, I feel you.
Be so busy that they look at you as like, look, nigga.
Yes, sir.
I need you to come to work tomorrow. You be like, I can't. I got a show.
Oh, goddamn, you jumping jewels in this motherfucker. That's what I'm going through right now, my guy. Right now. I'm like, man, this money good. It feel good to be able to go get them.
We're not alone. You got a wife, you got kids. So other people is looking at you for your contribution.
Absolutely.
So again, I don't tell nobody to quit. That used to be the wisdom back in the day. Man, stop doing that shit. Go do this comedy. And I don't tell people that because I don't know what your responsibility is as a man.
Yeah.
So I don't say quit, but if you get fired,
that might be your.
Now this is what you use to make a living.
Yes, sir.
Again, you got to trust God. God gonna continue to take care of you. He's gonna continue to feed you. Gonna continue to take care of your family. He just never let you down.
Does he not feed the birds? Does he not dry the morning dew on the grass? Why can't he take care of you?
Why not? Your little request is nothing.
Yes, sir. It's crazy. So what? Okay, I gotta ask this. I ask all my comedians this. Some people don't like to go down this ride, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. How'd you do on your first bomb situation, or have you ever had a bomb situation?
Oh yeah. Anybody say they haven't bombed is lying.
They lying. Somebody told.
If you've been doing comedy more than 10 years, you done bombed.
Oh, definitely.
But here goes. I can't say it was my first bomb, but it was definitely one of my big bombs. So I do chocolate Sundays,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on stage getting booed 30 seconds into my set. They just didn't like me, and they start booing me.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to roast the crowd, and that wasn't working. Long story short, man, they booing me. And Guy Tori, who was the host, he came back out. He's like, "Yo, man, you can't talk about my audience like that. You got to go." And I go and I'm standing behind the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm backstage, and somebody said, "Well, he didn't get a chance."
Yeah.
Somebody else said, "Well, bring him back." And he went back and he opened that curtain, and I was there. And he said, "Come on, man, you want to try it again?" I tried it again. I got a laugh, and we've been going at it ever since. Bombs is good in this respect. They'll let you know where you are.
Yes, sir.
If you can take adversity, because if you can go through that and still come back tomorrow, you're great. You can be great.
Boy, that's the best bomb gym I've ever. I swear to God, I don't have people say I don't bring up shit like that. Okay, let's move on with the next question. I don't have
niggas do not want to mention not doing well.
Hell no.
But
no.
The reality is we all go through it, and it's a rite of passage. Like I don't bomb a lot anymore, but
yeah.
I could fucking you talking for a living. You could fucking step on a banana peel any day.
Right. You can have a bad set.
You can have a bad set.
But personally,
your ability to navigate through the bad set is what makes you great.
Me personally, I could honestly say I've known you over 20 years, and I ain't never seen you bomb. So that's a good fucking run.
It's hard to catch me.
All right. I was like, I don't even remember him ever having a bad set, personally, now that I think about it.
I mean, the story I told you is from 1998. So
okay,
I mean,
definitely.
I mean, I don't bomb a lot, but when I'm working on some new shit, sometimes you can catch one.
I think it was Shang. Shang told me, "Nigga, you ain't a real comedian until you bomb. If you've been on stage and you ain't had."
How about this? Just because you got off the stage before it happened, don't mean you didn't bomb.
Ooh. In your heart when you did good, because we are our own worst critics. Like I could, motherfucker be like, "Great show," and I just be in my he lying. Yeah, I know I fucked up. But yeah, I feel you. Like I think it's about how you come back from the bomb. Because when I bombed, I really was thinking about slitting my wrist because I went on like a 3-city. I went on, my partner threw a show and he had Bruce, and he took me 3 cities with him. He took me to like Portland, Spokane, and one other city, and then back here. Man, I blazed, Rodney, every city. I got back here. I'm at home. I'm about to kill this shit. I let my guards down. I got cocky. Man, I got on that stage and this motherfucker started heckling me. He heckled me so cold, he made me forget my set. And then I spent too much time. I tried to find him. This is at Paramount Theater. I'm looking around. I can't find him. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to my, what was I talking about?
And here's the thing about a heckler. Only stuff bother you is stuff that bother you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being on stage and niggas like, "Man, you don't believe in God?" And I'm like, "What?" But I was going through that. I was going through that anyway.
Right.
My spirituality it relates to being a comedian and what that was for me. And so when he said it, I was like, why would you say some shit like that? But only the things that bother you.
Bother you, right. You right.
So you gotta deal with this shit,
That's true.
You don't want to get, I tell motherfuckers, you say something on my show, your ass about to be famous.
I know that's right. My pastor told me one time, this nigga said, he's I'm sorry, forgive me, Lord. I called the pastor a nigga. Pastor said, he said, "Hey, I heard you do comedy." I said, "Yeah, I be doing my thing." He said, "You be up there cussing?" I said, "Yeah, Pastor, I be cussing." He said, "You got any jokes about making fun of God?" I said, "No, not God. I mean, I make fun of the church." He said, "That's playing with the Holy Ghost." Then he said this what scared me. "You see what happened to Richard Pryor?" I said, "Man, why would Why would you say that, bro? Like what? So I went to my granny. My granny's an evangelist. She was a violent her whole life, right? I said, Granny, man, my pastor told me I was gonna basically go to hell if I do comedy. She said, baby, let me tell you something. She said, Richard, she said, Bernie Mac been a member of my church for 30 years. And don't nobody I know love God more than him. You tell that pastor where you can go and you go do what you're supposed to do. I said, okay, Granny, I got you. Like,
dude, I had a religious dude who used to run my apartment buildings in LA.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you know Bernie Mac went to hell. I was like, what?
No, he didn't.
He's like, I was like, you can't say that, bro. You don't know what that man's relationship was with God. You don't know what he said to God in his last minutes. And my mother, just like yours, my mother like, look, don't argue with a fool. Sometimes people believe what they need to believe to get themselves through the day.
Come on.
But that don't mean it's gospel. And there's one thing they disappoint God is to blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. And you ain't about to do that.
Come on. And she said, so what about the comedians that's Christian comedians? All they talk about is the church. I said, dang, I didn't even think about that. She was like, don't listen to that. I was like, I ain't listening no more then.
Yeah, that nigga crazy. That nigga crazy. And he's just a man.
Yeah.
He comes to the glory every day.
Facts. And I had to do that myself. I had to quit judging. Like, you see somebody that's supposed to be in the church and you see him at a bar where I'm at the bar too, but I'll question why he at the bar instead of questioning myself. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga need to drink. That nigga need to drink. That nigga wife crazy. He got kids.
Man, he human.
No,
he human.
He just bring the word out for the living, but he's still a man.
He's a man. He walking around with all that pressure on him.
He's probably still a black man. Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. He gets stereotyped and profiled just like everybody else. They don't care that he's a pastor. For real, I feel you. So you got any gems for the young up and coming comics? Shout out to RC. I see you.
My best advice is find out what you love to do it, and don't quit.
Don't quit.
So whether it's comedy or if you're a business person, whatever you're doing, find out what you love to do that you would do for nothing. Do that thing and don't quit. The only way you lose this game is to quit, Swing.
Come on.
I mean, you had a house fire, you dealt with some real life shit, and you didn't quit. You could have quit.
Easily.
You did.
I can't, man. I got people like you around me. How can I? How can I? Come on, man. And right now, you're a walking testimony, man. I'm glad to see you on here talking to me, hollering at me, because I was praying for you, my guy. You already know what I'm talking about. Like, to see you come back. And
I'm a stroke survivor, so yeah, man, absolutely.
Come on. That's God. What they say, it's the God in me. So how you feel about I did not mean to push that. How you feel about the skits and shit? Are you still doing skits?
I do them occasionally, man. You know, I've been, kicking around doing something new, something skit based. You know, I do improv and stuff like that.
Hell
so, yeah. I like the skits. So I share them on my page. I think if it's funny, it's gonna get me.
Because I used to see a couple you did. Like, what's his name you was working with for a minute? I see you guys periodically put one out every once in a while. Maybe within the last couple years, maybe. I forget dog's name.
I don't know.
Are you still in LA?
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Are you back in the A? Say that. Yes, sir, man. So how you liking Atlanta? What's up, T-Lynn? You remember T-Lynn, Rodney, from Seattle?
Yeah, what's up,
she in the
T-Lynn?
building. What's up? Hey.
Right there.
Yes, sir. We need you back out here, Rodney. When you coming back to Seattle?
I played Tacoma.
Yes, sir.
With Nate
Jackson. Yeah. How you like his room? It's pretty dope, huh?
It's a beautiful room, man. It's one of my favorite rooms in the country.
Man, they say it's the biggest one on the West Coast. That's pretty dope. I'm proud of Nate, man.
That might be true.
Nate's going hard in the game. I remember at that little the Bay Area competition when he won. and somebody had got on there.
I won that too one year.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, man. He won, and somebody else, I forget who it was. Somebody else won.
I know who it was. What's his name? God dang it.
Is it the cat on Wild now?
He from Memphis, and he was talking about he won.
Yeah, I seen that. And you got on kind of was like, hey man, cut that out, man.
Henry Coleman was saying that.
Yeah. And you got on there and
Henry Coleman is a brilliant comedian too. But he didn't win. I was like, you can't say you won if you didn't win, nigga.
Right. Yeah, give him his flowers, man. He won. But yeah, I've been rocking with Nate for a long time, and that shit changed the game, like, for him. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't turned back since. Like, I'm so proud of that, man. Shout out to my guy Nate Jackson.
Good guy. Great guy too.
Going hard in the game. Like, I'm like, God damn, like, I need to. But yeah, man, I'm glad you came and rocked with us, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you right here rocking with us.
Hey, Swing, man, I'm proud of you, man. Thank you for having me on too, man. It's always a pleasure.
I appreciate you. Oh, we got T Lynn talking that Virgo stuff. I forgot you another one of them Virgos. Shout out to the Virgos in the building. What, y'all got the same birthday? Oh, she said they both this month.
But like my birthday is the 15th of September. Hers is, I think, before mine.
Oh, that's crazy. My son's is the 14th. You met his mom right down there in Houston. She said she met you. Okay. Aaron Fleeks. She was like, yeah, I talked to Rodney Perry. She said, I know that nigga.
Hey, I talk to everybody though.
Come on. You know. Don't feel special. 14th and 15th.
I ain't coming on everybody's podcast though. I know that.
Come on. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Oh, can I just sing happy birthday to you now? I can sing, nigga. No, fuck with you. But what you got coming up, man?
I'm on tour. Of course, always out there working. I got Baltimore coming up. I got Greensboro, North Carolina coming up. And I'm directing a movie in October.
Directing
my first full-length movie, yeah.
Man, come on, man. Congratulations, man.
Excited about that.
Look, I'm glad you just now tell. I'd have been like, can I audition, man? I'm trying to, you got all your spots filled? You need an extra.
Yeah, I got everything filled. It's ready to go.
Everybody need an extra now. I could walk through something, drop something.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Don't hold me to
sir. It. Congratulations, man. Where can the people find you at that don't already know where you at?
I'm easy to find on social media. I'm at Rodney Perry Live on everything. And
Rodney Perry Live, y'all.
I got YouTube, I got Facebook, I got Instagram. I'm all over the place, bro.
Yes, sir. But man, I'm so glad you pulled up on us at Moose Swing the podcast, man.
Hey, Swing, man, you know what, man? I love this, man. I love this.
I'm glad you made who you calling this silly girl? Let me put this up here now. Y'all go to her and give her the finger. Who you calling this silly nigga? He said, check me out on the Twitter page. Okay. Oh, look at my guy, Jeff Scott. Oh, that's my guy. What's up, Jeff?
What up, Jeff?
Hey. So, man, I'm gonna be looking for your movie, man. I can't wait to see that. That. Man, I found
a little pleasure, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely. I found a interview of you, man. It was way back in the day. It was almost in blue and white. And you was black and white. You was sitting on some stairs. And you was talking about, like, you was just dropping gems, talking about how Joe Torre had, or maybe his brother. He was talking about his brother, how he was running this room in LA, and it used to be like an old room, and he brought it back up and had it cracking. What was his name? Guy
Torre. I told you a little bit of that story today.
Oh, that's just something. Okay, yeah, Guy. I thought you said, I couldn't remember if you said Joe or Guy. Yes, sir. But hell yeah, that was dope. I might post that shit on my social media, man.
Yeah, let me see that. That's dope.
I got you. I love you, Rodney, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, Swing One, man. I'm a friend and a fan, bro. I love you.
Come on. Always, man. Appreciate you. Much love to you and much success, man. And shout out to them Virgos, man. I'm hollering at you, baby.
Swing One.
Yes, sir. Let go. Yeah. That was my guy, Rodney Perry, man, all the way from LA, from Atlanta, fucking with your boy, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all couldn't be anywhere in the world, but you right here fucking with me. Shout out to my guy, Jeff T. Lynn, Nikki Scarfo, everybody that tuned in, RC the Trackaholic, yada I mean, going down the list. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Tell somebody we fuck around every Monday. But oh, I'm glad we on the subject. My schedule might be changing, so I might be having to go early on a Monday, man. Or maybe Saturday or Sunday. I might change the day, but I'll let you know before I do it. I ain't gonna just drop the bomb on you for my people that really be fucking with me. You feel me? So yeah, I'm out. This bitch, fuck with your boy. Let's go.
Mood Swing the podcast. You know it's popping like a loud blast. Mood Swing the podcast. You know it's popping like a loud blast. Yeah. Who's ranking radio? We be on this and that, talking about this and that. Waking up just to get to a bag. We live in Seattle, y'all know where we be at. I'm trying to change the color of your mood ring. This a mood swing, this a mood thing. Y'all know how we do things. Mood Swing the podcast. And we pop like a loud blast.
Yeah. Shout out to my Mood Swing the podcast guy who made my theme song for me, my dude CH the Great. I'm gonna have to play that again because his birthday coming up right now. Let's go.
Mood Swing the podcast.
CH the Great.
You know it's popping like a loud blast. Mood Swing the podcast. You know it's popping like a loud blast. Yeah. Who's ranking radio? We be on this and that, talking about this and that. Waking up just to get to a bag. We live in Seattle, y'all know where we be at. I'm trying to change the color of your mood ring. This a mood swing, this a mood thing. Y'all know how we do things. Mood Swing the podcast. And we pop like a loud blast.
Hey. Shout out to Rodney Perry for coming and blessing us this evening. Check him out everywhere on Rodney Perry Live, y'all. See y'all next week. Let's go.